Coach, can you just talk about your defense and just how it felt like they kind of maybe did a little better than people thought they would going into that?
Yeah, but I mean, kids, we thought they tried hard. But when they go back and they look at it, you say, man, we left a lot of plays out there. Just a couple of misfits early in the game, a couple of blown assignments due to miscommunication. So that was a disheartening thing. But as far as the physicality part, we thought guys were in position to make tackles. And for the most part, they made the plays when they were in position to make it. But then there was a couple of plays that we misfit a gap, one guy overrun. It seemed like every time one guy was out of a gap, he got exposed for it. So the emphasis this week is back to the regular fundamentals of, Coach says it all the time, block destruction, get off your block and make a play. And that's what we lost sight of on a couple of plays last week.
When you kind of look at it, and you're basically playing 2 or 3 linebackers. Is that ideal? Do you want some more? I mean, how's it been in your past? Do you kind of stick with a couple?
Well, a guy like AJ got, just superb endurance. And so for him, it's easy for him to play a game and play on kickoff and all those things. Then, you get in a game like that where against Oklahoma, a more experienced football team, and a lot of moving parts. The gaps are changing on a snap. You want older guys in there. And so, unfortunately, my younger guys were young guys like the Bates and the Elliots and the Jacobs. So you didn't get to put them in there as much as I wanted because I kept looking at the older guys and asking them, how do you feel? They kept saying, Coach, we're fine. The weather was conducive to us playing a whole game of 70 plays, and it wasn't really a fast-moving tempo.
With Jalen Reeves-Maybin, just you talk about an older guy, just sophomore, but it seems like he continues to show that he has maturity beyond a guy that's really playing his first year at linebacker.
Yeah, he's really a rookie to the game. Last year he was coming to the room in such a latter part of the year. I still look at him as he's a true freshman out there. But the fact that he can spit the game back out to us and talk football to us, and then he can go in the room and then tell me exactly what he was seeing on the play. I saw what he saw once he explained it to me. He blew a couple of coverages and he talked them out. In the meetings the last couple of days. So he understands. That's the great thing about Maven is he's a cerebral kid. He understands the game, and if things happen, he's going to ask questions and not going to be embarrassed to ask.
Was that the most miscommunication you've had? And if so, do you think that was because you're on the road, or was it the opponent?
I think it was the fact that it was the opponent. New calls or whatnot. Young guys being on the football field. That has a lot to do with it. We play so many young guys, and young guys, and once the game starts and the bullets start to flying and the fatigue gets in, communication starts to dwindle. And the guys are out there talking, but it's just like every time one guy was out of position, that was the one area that we got exposed on. We had a couple of plays where I had a linebacker that made a play on one play, and the next play they ran the same play because the linebacker was out of his fit when he made the play, and they exposed us on it. So, our goal is to tell every guy, hey, do one job at a time, do your job. Then once you do your job, and the other 10 guys do theirs, we'll make a ton of plays. And that's kind of the theme. Just take one play at a time, talk, communicate it. You don't have to be the superstar in every play.
How much is legit?